Your Holiness, I am writing you a letter that the famous childhood researcher and author Alice Miller wrote in a very similar form to two popes before you, to Pope John Paul II and to Pope Benedict XVI. In these letters, Miller asked that a pope should tell believers worldwide in clear terms that violence against children should never be used, because its harmful effects on child development have been scientifically proven. Since the popes in question have not complied with this request, which could spare millions of children growing up in Christian families physical and mental suffering, I am also writing you this letter. Alice Miller died in 2010. Unfortunately, the last pope, Francis, later stated twice that corporal punishment in child-rearing is certainly not harmful if the child's dignity is not violated. But how is that even possible? Many child protection organizations have protested against this. In 2015, child protection from violence was included in SDG 16.2 of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And, of course, the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child exists since 1989, which emphasizes the right to a childhood free of violence and protection from violence in Article 19. In 2006, the Eighth Assembly of the Religions for Peace Network adopted the Declaration, a multi-religious commitment to confront violence against children, which emphasized the responsibility of religions for child protection. Also, Catholic representatives participated. In my peace research, which examines the socio-psychological causes of war, I repeatedly ask the question, can the world become peaceful if hitting children is already permitted in 2/3 of the world's countries? My research shows that countries where all forms of violence are prohibited are more peaceful. The question of whether corporal punishment in child-rearing is harmful or not is therefore not a theological issue. Nonviolence in childhood is a scientifically proven necessity for mental health and a requirement of international organizations such as the World Health Organization and UNICEF. I would therefore like to urge you to clearly declare in a message to believers worldwide that violence in child-rearing must be strictly avoided, even from the perspective of the Catholic Church. I trust that you, as a pope who is well versed in social issues in an international context from his own professional experience, will now finally do so. Sincerely from Austria. Franz Jedlicka, sociologist, peace researcher, supporter of the End Corporal Punishment Initiative.